You're watching Fox 13's Good Day Tampa Bay.
Ahead this hour, getting the vaccine to the most vulnerable, how they're helping Bay Area seniors starting today.
And the vaccine isn't reducing the COVID rules, the one county that might be getting stricter on restaurants.
And yet another bad break for Hillsborough County. An update on this latest boil water warning. Hey everybody, welcome to Good Day Tampa Bay at 6. I'm Russell Rhodes.
And I'm Laura Moody. Welcome back. We missed you.
Thank you. Apparently I forgot what the show was.
That's all right. You'll find it super fast. I have a feeling we've been doing this a long time together. Let's get over to Dave right now with a look at the forecast. Hey, Dave.
Hey, good morning. Russell, did you miss me?
Oh, yeah. You know I did. Yeah.
Nah, that wasn't very sincere. We'll try it again at 6:30. We've got a half hour to practice. We've got rain and thunderstorms out into the Gulf and to the northwest of us. And, folks, that's coming through today. Now, it'll come through this afternoon. So, for the morning, got to be out and about, got to get things done. You should be dry. But once we get past 1, 2 o'clock, all bets are off as that line of rain moves into the viewing area. So far, we are in the mid to upper 50s, the majority of us in the mid to upper 50s. And we'll start with a little poke of sun, and then the clouds are going to take back over with the showers and thunderstorms moving through this afternoon. And we do run the risk right along the coast, let's say from Sarasota northward, all the way up through Citrus County, of 1 or 2 isolated strong to severe storms. So we're under a marginal risk for that. And once the front moves through, then the cold air starts to settle in. Today's high 73. Now tomorrow, Mariah, we're talking about temperatures only in the lower 60s. So big change over the next 24 hours.
Ooh, here comes that cold air. Thank you, Dave. Okay, so here's what you need to know before you head out the door this morning. Hillsborough drivers, 275 southbound, that entry ramp from Hillsborough Avenue, there is a partial roadblock on it. We're seeing it now from our FDOT camera. You can still merge onto the interstate, but as you can see, it's slower. Please watch out for those emergency vehicles as they work to clear an earlier crash. If we move south of that entry ramp there at the 275 I-4 interchange, so far, nice and early, looks good. I don't see any slowdowns. We'll move over to the east, looking at I-4 crossing 301 and I-75 there. No slowdowns that I'm seeing. And last, I should make a stop here at I-75 crossing State Road 60 and the Selman. That morning drive this morning shaping up to be a nice, smooth one, guys.
Okay, thank you. And developing in Hernando County, a 12-year-old remains in the hospital after getting hit by a truck. Detectives say the child was hit last night in Spring Hill when he rode his skateboard into the path of a pickup. Right now, the driver is not facing any charges.
Boil water notice is now in effect in northwest Hillsborough County. This comes after a water main break left homes and businesses without water last night. This happened just north of the Fawn River water treatment plant, just west of the Citrus Park Mall. County says that a contractor damaged the main line during routine repairs. They say that the water main has already been fixed. Water service has been restored now, but the boil water advisory will remain in effect until the tests show that the water is safe to drink. This is now the 3rd water main break in the county in just 1 week. It first happened last Monday when contractors broke a massive pipe at 30th and Sly in Tampa. And just a few days ago, another main broke along Armenia Avenue.
Latest now on Florida's vaccine distribution. Shots will continue today for those with the highest priority. Hundreds of medical workers at Tampa General Hospital have already received it. And then later today, Advent Health will begin administering Pfizer's doses to its team members. Florida also had orders pending for the second vaccine. That's the one from Moderna. And that should get FDA approval by Friday. Some of the most vulnerable residents of Pinellas County will start receiving the vaccine today. Nursing homes and assisted living facilities will begin administering doses in a few hours. And our Kelly Cowan is live in St. Pete with a look at how that process is going to work. Hey, Kel.
Hey, good morning to you. So Pinellas nursing home residents, patients and staff, they're going to be among the first in the state to actually receive this vaccine. That's because of this pilot program that Pinellas County was chosen to participate in. So Pinellas and Broward, the first ones to start to go into nursing homes, and that's going to happen as early as today.
It's impressive. That's impressive. And then we have Moderna's on the way. So good news. All right, Kel, thank you. Well, still ahead, a white Christmas comes early for parts of the Northeast. The massive winter storm headed their way.
Plus, we get silly with some kids about Christmas. Do you have any idea what reindeer games are?
No.
From Santa's sleigh to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I'm going to get their take on some of the tougher holiday debates. Hey, Dave.
Yeah. No debating. We got rain in the forecast today, though. Rain and thunderstorms moving through this afternoon. There's your Sky Tower radar view. We're all quiet this morning, though, if you got to get some stuff done outside. Starting in the upper 50s, that's kind of the average around the area. We'll cloud it up, make it back into the lower 70s before those showers and thunderstorms move through. Then tomorrow's high, a struggle just to make it back into the lower 60s. And you wake up Friday morning, we'll all be sitting, most of us will be in the 40s for temperatures. Good morning to you.
Fox 13 Sky Tower radar weather is brought to you by Spa Manufacturers, the only place for quality hot tubs and swim spas at the lowest prices. Just look for the Big Yellow Dock on Ulmerton Road.
And look at this. Oh, much of the Northeast is bracing this morning for a nasty winter storm. Road crews in D.C. have been hard at work spreading brine on the streets. In New York, the looming nor'easter is causing headaches for restaurants, too. Their outdoor dining structures, they're going to have to be fully or partially dismantled by later today. This nor'easter is expected to bring strong wind with it and blizzard conditions, near zero visibility. They say some areas could see up to 2 inches of snow, and others are warning about coastal flooding. So this is going to be something to watch.
Hey, Dave.
2 feet of snow.
What'd I say?
Some places may see 2 feet of snow.
2 feet?
Yeah.
2 inches would still be a deal, wouldn't it?
2 feet.
Yeah.
2 inches, well, yeah, here.
Parts of Pennsylvania.
That would take us down
We'd
here.
shut down. We wouldn't go anywhere.
Oh, 2 inches of snow and Florida's shut down. But, yeah, up there, you know, this is their first big snowstorm of the year. I mean, it really, really is. And interior parts of Pennsylvania, getting up into the Poconos and those areas and up into upstate New York, those folks may get 2 feet of snow, and even New York City up to Boston, they could be teetering on a foot of snow or more. So that's how much it's got. If you've got to get up there, okay, this morning is honestly your last chance to do so, because I envision that, like dominoes, these airports are going to start to close just all the way up the eastern seaboard later tonight and tomorrow morning. So for us, what impact is this going to have on us? Well, the low pressure system moving across the northern Gulf is going to bring us rain and some thunderstorms. And those thunderstorms are going to start to work their way into the area early to mid-afternoon. Really does impact our area. In fact, today, you're looking at a high temperature of about 73 degrees, and tomorrow, your high temperature is down to 63 degrees. And that's your high temperature tomorrow. And Friday morning, that will be the peak of the cold snap for this particular go-around. Excuse me. Excuse me. And by Friday morning, we'll have lows in the 40s. So marine forecast not looking great today. I mean, if you could squeeze out an hour or so this morning, maybe, but I wouldn't push it. 44 on Friday morning. Friday's high 65, but by Saturday and Sunday afternoon, our high temperatures, Mariah, well, they're back in the lower 70s again. So it's a brief cool, but a good one.
And we'll take it. Thank you, Dave. So hearing you talk about all that weather that's on the way, thankfully this morning, things are nice and calm, especially travel-wise. I've got our FDOT camera showing the Skyway. Just some nice morning traffic. Definitely more traffic than I'm used to seeing this early in the morning on the Skyway, but no travel advisories, no issues at all across the bridge. We'll start on I-75 to our south here in Sarasota County. No slowdowns, no accidents reported until we get up here to the Bradenton area in Manatee County. So it does look like we have an accident reported at 21st Way and 51st Avenue, but I'm not seeing any roadblocks, and the delays with that one, they're minimal. So no issues, no real issue there. Okay, now that we've covered the morning drive, I think it's time that we check out some great rides this morning on Good Day. Our first ride comes to us from Jim in Riverview. It's a 1936 Ford Master sedan. Jim says he's had this for about 10 years, and he actually drives it almost every week. I wonder what kind of gas mileage that gets. And if you're wondering, because I definitely was, what this color is called, it's called Midnight Blue, and a very pretty midnight blue it is. Thank you, Jim. Next up, this 2020 Quiet Cat Ridge Runner e-bike. This is something new for me. I've never seen one of these on the road before, but apparently they're out there. This cool ride comes to us from Matt in Sarasota. He says the top speed on this beauty is supposed to be 35 miles per hour, but he's had it all the way up to 51 51 next time you're on I-75 in Sarasota and you see a bike in the lane next to you. It just might be Matt. He says he bought this in June and already has nearly 3,000 miles on it. Well, thanks for sending in that ride, Matt, and thank you too, Jim. If you at home, if you're watching, if you have a car, a bike, a bus, a boat, a plane, anything that you're proud of and drives, well, we'd like to show it off. We want to see it, and the more unique, the better. Send your photos and information to WTVT Great Rides at foxtv.com, and you may see your ride right here on Good Day. Russell, Laura.
All right, thank you. Well, next in Hot Clicks, some hospital workers showing just how happy they are to get that COVID vaccine.
And then a commercial, Russell, that is going to have you crying in a good way, though. It's a grandpa getting a workout, and the reason why is going to melt your heart. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back at 6:24. It's time to see what's clicking on the web.
Hey, Walter.
Hey, Russell, welcome back.
Thank you.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi, good morning. Again.
Gloria, Bright, long time no see. First up this morning, nurses across the country have a reason to celebrate this morning. They're finally getting the COVID vaccine. The one hospital in Boston, so excited, they decided to dance in the street. I'm not crying, you're crying. Have you seen this holiday commercial yet? Mm-mm. Comes from Doc Morris, a pharmacy company in Germany. Video starts showing a grandfather quarantined at home, and he looks sad until he sees a photo and decides to start working out. And then you realize why he's working out. The grandfather wanted to be strong enough to lift his granddaughter up to put the star on top of the tree. Whew. People on social media say they can't catch the ad without tearing up. The ad ends with the message, take care of what really matters in life, to spend carefree time with your family and loved ones. Yeah, when you watch it, I was looking at it and I said, that's a weird way to pick up a kettlebell. And he keeps lifting it the same way. People start cheering him on throughout the commercial, and then he lifts his granddaughter up. Put the star on the tree.
I'm not 30 minutes back yet, and you got me. That's amazing. I know, man. Laura, you got to hold us together. It's going to have to be you right now.
I got it. I got it, everybody. All right, thank you, Walter.
You bet.
It's precious, isn't it? All right, ahead in the next half hour, holding an Epiphany celebration during the pandemic, why you can expect a much different dive in the new year.
Plus, we got some big news for basketball fans. The NBA games that you can now watch in person in Tampa, and when those tickets will go on sale.
People were jumping around.
You saw that you were bleeding.
Yes.
Whoever threw the chair is responsible, Your Honor, not us.
Judge Judy.
Today at 3, followed by the 4 o'clock news.
Let's go. Gordon's Gambling on These Chefs.
Was that my lamb that he just threw?
Hell's Kitchen Las Vegas premieres this January on Fox. You're watching Good Day Tampa Bay.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Russell Rhodes.
And I'm Laura Moody. Good morning, everybody. Here's a quick check of some of the headlines this half hour. Hi, Dave.
Hey, good morning to you. What I got for you is a line of showers and thunderstorms out into the Gulf, and it's expanding a little bit as expected as this cold front makes its way toward the state. Interestingly enough, the low associated with this front is going to be responsible for transferring its energy to another low, which will then bring that 1 to 2 feet of snow in parts of the Northeast overnight tonight. I'm telling you, that's a big winter storm headed for those folks. We're in the mid to upper 50s. Couple of spots around 60, 61 degrees. Today, for the morning commute, quiet, some clouds, and then, of course, the rain mid-afternoon, maybe some showers on the way home for our counties south and east. Once the front does come through tonight, then all of a sudden, here comes the cold air. In fact, with today's highs expected in the lower 70s, tomorrow's high temperatures are only expected in the lower 60s. Now, there does stand a reason as this front or as this line of rain moves on shore later this afternoon, there could be 1 or 2 strong thunderstorms as well. So between the hours of about 2 and 5, our best rain chances with some embedded thunder, and then it quiets down and cools off significantly, and we'll have those numbers for you for the rest of the week coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Dave. So right now we've got Sky Fox in the air. They're flying over the north end of the Howard Franklin. It definitely looks like traffic is picked up, but drive times are still in the normal range no matter which way you're headed. Still about 7 minutes to cross either northbound or southbound. Now, Tampa drivers, we still do have a partial roadblock on 275 southbound, the entry ramp from Hillsborough Avenue. It's definitely progressing there. That accident scene is a lot smaller than what we first saw this morning, but there is a scene partially blocking that entry ramp. Please use caution, and of course slow down where you see those flashing lights. Drive times across our interstates, they're good so far. 13 minutes heading southbound on 275 from the North Apex down to I-4, 28 minutes on I-75 heading northbound from the South Apex up to I-4, and then 8 minutes on I-4 westbound to get you from that I-75 connector to the downtown one.
Okay, Mariah, thank you. Another Bay Area tradition is getting tweaked thanks to the pandemic. The annual Epiphany celebrations in Tarpon Springs. Organizers just updated their plan on Tuesday, and Fox 13's Matt McClellan joins us now. And Matt, it sounds like the cross dive is still going to happen, right?
That's exactly right, Laura. Good morning. Tarpon Springs Epiphany typically draws thousands of spectators every year, but when the young divers enter the water come January, this is going to be closed to the public. The event will be closed to the public for the first time in 115 years.
Okay, and there it is. Thank you, Matt.
And we've got an update on the NBA games being played in Tampa. Earlier this week, the Orlando Magic announced that they would allow fans at home games. And now the Toronto Raptors are following their lead. They will allow a limited number of fans at Amalie Arena, less than 4,000 per game, but still fans. The arena normally can fit more than 3 times that for a Lightning game. The Raptors' first home game is Friday, a preseason matchup against Miami. The first regular season game next Wednesday against New Orleans. Tickets go on sale tomorrow. Still ahead, some wonderful reviews. Critics give their first reaction to a superhero sequel.
Plus, who's really running the North Pole around there? The answer from kids might surprise you. Who's cooler, Santa Claus or Mrs. Claus?
Mrs. Claus.
Who's cooler, Santa Claus or Mrs. Claus?
Mrs. Claus.
Yeah, tough crowds. Kids on Christmas, the hottest debates of the holiday season, still ahead.
And then ahead at 7, animals thought to be extinct, found alive, where they were discovered along with almost a dozen new species.
Waking Up with Charlie is brought to you by the personal injury attorneys at Farah and Farah.
You only get one shot at compensation. Make it count. Farah and Farah.
And we're almost a week away from likely the biggest box office release of the year, Wonder Woman 1984. The superhero sequel hits the theaters and HBO Max Christmas Day. But reviews are already in. Critics are loving it. The average score, 88%. The main criticism, though, the runtime. The movie is over 2.5 hours long. What else you got to do but sit at home and watch a Wonder Woman movie? Give it an extra 30 minutes, right?
And you know what's funny about that, Russell? What's funny about that is people in this day and age, they're binge-watching shows. So if you watch The Queen's Gambit, let's say, you've in essence watched an 8-hour movie. If it was 8 episodes of about an hour each. So you watch an 8-hour movie, can't you watch? Okay, here, do this. Stop every 30 minutes and go get something. Pretend it's 30-minute shows. And then binge it.
I miss going to the movie theater, but I got to tell you something. And I know that the movie theaters don't want to hear this. I might get used to this. I might be able to get used to this.
I am used to this. I cannot wait to watch. I'm watching Wonder Woman Christmas Day on HBO Max in my home. I will be watching, supporting that because I like that effort. I'm sorry, movie theater owners.
I know. I feel the same way. And you know, and I had a lot of trouble.
I'm sorry, vaudeville owners. Sometimes we change.
Yeah. At first I was going, I'm not going to pay $20, $30 for a movie, and then I start thinking, wait, when I'm done at the movie theater, I've kind of paid that anyway, right? I know. Again, I'm sorry, movie theaters. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Now, it's not an extra charge on HBO Max. If I already have that subscription, I don't have to pay. Do I have to pay again for Wonder Woman? I just get it, right?
I'm being silent because I'm not sure of the answer, but I think
okay.
I'm about ready to burst your bubble on that.
Oh, there's an now see, I thought this is why I was really excited. I thought my monthly subscription, I was going to get that movie.
I don't know.
There may be a bonus. Okay. We'll all find out together on Christmas morning. Something else to look forward to Christmas morning.
We'll know by the end of this show today, I promise.
I'm sure you're right. I'm sure Mark Curio is Googling it as we speak and will tell me in my ear if he can find the answer. I really thought it was included in your HBO Max subscription.
It might be. I don't know.
It is included.
Oh.
I think it's included. I think it's included.
Okay, I'm wrong.
That's why they got us to subscribe to that.
All right, then.
I think it's included. If not, on Christmas morning, everybody feel free to write me your email. Speaking of movies.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about 3 movies released on this date, December 16th.
Okay.
And 3 movies that probably could not be more different.
Okay.
Let's start, we'll start oldest to newest, Russell. So it was December 16th, 1970. 1970. Do you remember Love Story?
Oh.
Ryan O'Neal,
Love means
Ali
never
McGraw.
having to say you're sorry.
Love means never having to say you're sorry. If you were like me and Russell, we both, yeah. You grew up through the 70s, though. T-shirts, mugs, plaques. Love means never having to say you're sorry. And by the way, love means saying you're sorry a lot. If you want a happy marriage, and by the way, honey, if you're watching, I'm sorry.
Just apologize. You know, proactive apologies. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Start the day that
sure
way.
I've done something already. And then it was, okay, we go from a love story to another kind of love story, but this is more of a bromance. It was December 16th, 1994, 26 years ago. Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber is released. Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey. Yeah. That was, I like that movie a lot.
I do too, and I'm embarrassed to tell you that, but I do like it.
Yeah, well, hey. Jason McDowell has already quoted it this morning with another. He didn't even know I was going to talk about that. He's already quoted the movie this morning. And finally, Russell.
Yes, sir.
It was 11 years ago today, December 16, 2009. The blockbuster film Avatar is released. James Cameron's Avatar. They've been talking about sequels now for about the last 11 years. But Avatar went on to be the highest grossing film of all time. It was knocked off that list in recent history with Avengers Endgame is actually now #1. Avatar is #2. #3 is Titanic, by the way.
Yeah.
James Cameron's got #2 and #3 on that list. That's why if he was to take 11, 12, 13, 15 years to do a sequel.
I didn't love it.
You didn't love it?
Wore me out.
I liked Avatar.
I know. I
liked it the first time when it was called Dances with Wolves, but I did like Avatar. All right. And this is our podcast. This is our podcast. Russell and Charlie talk about the movies. And movie theater owners will be picketing out front of the podcast because we're staying home. All right, Russell, if you don't want to stay at home, if you want to get out and get some fresh air, be socially distant, I have a new place where you can do that. It is the newest city park in Safety Harbor, and it's called Folly Farm. I love the name. Folly Farm Nature Preserve. And look at the lights. Speaking of Avatar, I think I see an avatar over there dancing in the woods. Look at the beautiful Christmas lights.
Nice.
The Christmas lights will be here for the next few weeks, even into the new year a little bit if you want to come and walk through at night.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's really gorgeous out here. There's so much out here. Butterfly garden, a fire pit, all sorts of, they've planted some fruit trees here where people can actually come and pick the fruit. The general public can come pick the fruit. There's a playground here. Lots to tell you about. It's a 10-acre plot of land, 8 acres of it donated by Mr. George Weiss, who said, I just want to make sure this property stays so the public can enjoy it for generations to come. So a very nice donation by Mr. Weiss to make sure this park happened. Folly Farm Nature Preserve, going to tell you all about it because this is where we are going to have a good day, Russell.
And they're never going to let us do this again. We'll see you later, man. Looking forward to it. I missed you.
See you tomorrow.
Take care. What's going on? What's wrong?
Avatar is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Sorry. I just didn't love it.
Okay, wait. Have you seen it in surround sound?
No, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know
fair enough.
how I saw it. Those glasses gave me a headache.
Okay.
That was it.
Oh, Russell, I missed you, my friend. Hey, good morning, everybody. What I got for you is cloud cover on the increase. No, I mean, I, for one, have been waiting for the second edition of Avatar to come out. I just love the whole fantasy world, kind of. Anyway, Clouds are on the increase now. We started off clear this morning, and now they're streaming in out ahead of our cold front. This is all expected right now. We've got a lot of temperatures in the 50s, by the way, and lower 60s, and we're going to get a quick warm-up for today. We're going to get back up into the 70s, and then we're going to have to contend with that.
Okay. Thank you, Dave. I'll take it from here. We're going to bring back, it's been a long year. We all need a smile. So we're bringing back a Good Day classic. We call it Kid Wit. We got a little silly with some first and second graders at McFarland Park Elementary. So watch and listen to this adorableness. Do you like jokes?
Yes.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Mary.
Mary who?
Merry Christmas. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Mary.
Mary who?
Merry Christmas. Wah, wah. Yeah, that was a tough crowd right there. I never was a great joke teller.
But you know what? I don't know what reindeer games are.
I don't know what they are either. These are the questions that matter right now, Russ. All right, we're going to have much more Kid Wit coming up next week, too. We had so much fun with them.
I'm glad they're back.
I know, it is fun to see. Little elf education for them.
All right, okay, next in business. Some good news for guests at Disney while you're about to get more places to play and stay.
Fox 13 Weather on the Go is brought to you by Del Air Heating and Air Conditioning.
In this morning's Business Watch, optimism about the COVID-19 vaccine and hopes for another stimulus bill gave Wall Street a boost. Big one. On Tuesday, the Dow was up 337. Walder joins us now with, hey, more business headlines.
Russell, good morning to you. Investors are keeping a close eye on the Fed Reserve today. They're wrapping up a two-day meeting this afternoon with the statement from the Fed Chair Jerome Powell. Central Bank is expected to keep its key interest rate near zero, a signal that the rate will stay there for a while. Many analysts also expect new guidance on how long the Fed will keep up its massive bond buying program. Good news for Disney World guests. The resort just announced 4 more resorts will reopen early next year. The All-Star Movies, that's set to reopen in March. Beach Club will reopen in May. Wilderness Lodge set to reopen in June. And the Polynesian Village set to reopen later in the year.
Nice.
Right? Getting back to normal.
Yeah.
As far as futures, everything's looking green this morning. Dow's up 88 points. Nasdaq's up 27.5.
Okay. Thank you.
You bet.
And we'll be right back.
Business News on Fox 13 is brought to you in part by Regions Bank. Go to regions.com/smallbusiness.